It is now time for the King Tornado Man Show. The King Tornado Man Show is now on air.
Away from that radar site, which is located near Trenton in Todd County. But again, concern right now, the area around Elkton, 6880, tornado, and it could be a large tornado. We have to assume this is still on the ground, and it will follow 6880 right toward the city of Russellville. Again, you're in a tornado warning now in central and northern Logan counties. This includes not only Russellville, but it also takes in Auburn. It also takes in Chandler's Chapel, Cooperstown, the Logan Aluminum Plant, which is between Russellville and Lewisburg, and then the city of Lewisburg itself right on the northern edge of where that tornado warning polygon exists right now. But you still need to be in a place of safety, even if you live as far north as Lewisburg. Again, the tornado, the signature very close to, not right over the city of Elkton right now. Still a lot of lightning associated with this over central Todd County. Now beginning to move into westernmost Logan County, kind of following 178 there. We're looking at velocity to look at winds, both inbound versus outbound. We've been doing this a lot throughout the night. Inbound versus outbound is where we would see that couplet. And where we see that couplet, that's where the tornado is going to be. And right now, the brightest greens against brightest reds, very close to the city of Elkton in central Todd County along 6880. That tornado is going to follow the highway there, and it's a pretty heavily traveled road as you head toward Whippoorwill first, and then eventually the city of Russellville will be next in line. And keep in mind, too, that this tornado warning also
Toby, you need something, dude?
Northwest
Toby.
Cincinnati
Toby.
County as we go on in time. And this is moving to
Toby.
the northeast pretty rapidly. It speeds
You need something?
of anywhere from 50 to 60
anything?
miles an hour. All right,
Need
Ethan,
something, Toby?
any updates?
Yeah, so far I have not seen any updates, but I'm seeing new area of rotation is formed near the Daysville community. The tornado threat looks to be considerable. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Elkton. I'm looking at the Elkton camera right now, and a lot of rainfall coming down, a lot of lightning as well. And this is moving to the east at 55 miles per hour. And the trees, with these strong winds, can easily topple over. And this is also a tornado that has the history of producing damage.
And I just put this imagery up live on the air. This is downtown Elkton that you're looking at right now.
Yeah, so this is where that tornado warning is right now. There shouldn't be any drivers on the roadway at this hour because this is a dangerous tornado. See a lot of lightning. I'm not seeing anything in the distance whenever the lightning flashes. But nonetheless, though, this is a dangerous tornado moving through Todd County, moving to the east at 55 miles per hour. Also, this tornado warning now includes Logan County, making its way to the north and east, getting close towards the Russellville community. And we'll let this camera roll for a couple more minutes with that heavy rainfall. So
yeah, that's an impressive shot.
It is very impressive, and also, not to mention, too, another example of telling us that if the tornado were to be here, it's hard to tell because of how much rain is coming down in a very short period of time. And it looks like the camera feed just went out. So that is a bit concerning. We're going to take it back now to the velocity scans on DopplerMax. So I'll go ahead and take you now to current reflectivity. And once this loads, I will be able to show you where these storms are located. We're going to zoom in now into Logan County. This is going towards Russellville. We'll take a look now at that velocity scan, which is the winds, the rotation. And there is that couplet near the Whippoorwill area. We'll take a look now at the correlation coefficient telling us where that debris ball could be. And right now there is a debris ball. It's not as prominent as the one earlier this evening, but still there nonetheless, right along the Todd-Logan County line, just to the north of US 68. Shane, we are dealing with very strong winds with this as well. The Elkton camera's still out.
Yeah, that is, of course, disconcerting. We'll keep checking on that. We saw that rain. Wow, and the wind, very, very impressive there in downtown Elkton a short time ago. This kind of weather that we just saw in downtown Elkton, Russellville, you're next in line. There is Russellville now coming into view with debris detection here. There's that debris ball. It's very close to the Todd Logan County line, south of the Justice community, Justice right on the county line there. The tornado will be moving away from Elkton right now, will be into eastern Todd County, and is going to be into Logan County very soon. So whippoorwill, here's US 6880, here's Highway 178. If you live anywhere along those two highways, boy, you need to be in a place of safety if you're not already there. And there is a rotation center right now. It's already into Logan County. That's how fast this thing is moving along. It's now moving away from the Justice community between there and Russellville. Ethan?
I'm going to take us now to the Russellville camera on our AAA Systems camera. That way you can see the wind starting to pick up. You can see the lightning in the background really picking up as well.
Yeah, this is looking to the southwest, by the way.
Looking to the south and west. Okay, so this is looking somewhat away from that rotation, but nonetheless, so you can see these storms coming in, and also a lot of heavy rainfall beginning to make its way into the Russellville area there. And I'm going to take a look now at any updates with regards to reports. Still looking like a particularly dangerous tornado making its way through the Logan County area. And again, this is looking to the south and west on our Russellville AAA Systems camera. Wow.
Well, there was a impressive
What the heck?
bunch of lightning.
Yeah, so that's just a good indication that you shouldn't be outside for multiple reasons,
No.
of course, with a tornado, but also because there's a frequent cloud-to-ground lightning making its way into the area. And I'm trying to look for those flashes, see if there's any kind of funnel, and it's kind of hard to tell on this camera, but I'm not seeing anything at this point.
Okay, we will continue to check that. Again, the situation of concern now moving out of Todd County to Logan County, that would be where the strongest rotation is, a few miles west of Russellville. So we're going to keep checking on that camera imagery from our AAA Systems webcam in downtown Russellville as it looks to the south and west. There is our area of concern right now. It has moved out of Todd County already. That's how quick this thing is rocking and rolling along here along Highway 178 south of Lewisburg, although Lewisburg, you are in the tornado warned area. If you live close to Logan Aluminum, south of Lewisburg, Logan Aluminum is between Russellville and Lewisburg. Please be in your basement or lowest level of your home right now. A tornado is getting ready to bear down upon you, and it could be a large tornado at that. Still a lot of lightning clustered in this area between Lewisburg and Russellville. Ethan?
Yeah, the Weather Service in Louisville updated this warning. They're calling it a radar indicated warning, but considering the fact this is had a history of producing damage, it's been confirmed all the way through Todd County. We're still going to be making sure that we are making sure everybody is safe with regards to this.
Yeah, we're going to err on the side of caution here.
Exactly. And it's moving to the north and east at 60 miles per hour. And this is still a tornado warning for Logan and northern Simpson County.
Looks like the tornado went back up.
1:15 this morning.
Okay, so we are 9 minutes away from 1 a.m. Here's the tornado warned area. This does include the northwestern tip of Simpson County. Here's Warren County. We continue to watch how things progress here. Still noting a debris ball. There it is, north of Highway 178 and due east of the Justice community. There's Lewisburg. So this would be south of Lewisburg. This would be getting ready to cross US 431, folks, within the next couple of minutes. There's that debris ball, which is still a strong indicator that a tornado is on the ground here. Now moving into central parts of Logan County in the area between Lewisburg and Russellville. This was likely to pass just a couple of miles north of Russellville. Russellville, if you live there, still need to be in a place of safety right now, but this tornado looks like is going to pass right over US 431. There's the Danby community, which is just a couple miles outside of Russellville to the north. Logan Aluminum right about here. So if you live near Logan Aluminum, please be in your basement or your home's lowest level. Still very likely to have a tornado on the ground with this one. Next up would be Cooperstown. And then you also have Gasper. We've got Costello out here. You have Ensco. And then here's Highway 79 that runs from Costello down toward Russellville. If you live anywhere in this vicinity, same for Auburn, please be in your home's lowest level. Right now, tornado warning continues in effect. Here's the movement on this, spanning it out to the east-northeast. Thompson School at 12:55, so just a couple of minutes away from now. Cooperstown, 12:56. And then just past 1 a.m. for communities like Homer, as well as Gasper, and then the Costello community by 1:13. That's getting out here into the northeastern corner of Logan County. And then you go just a few miles beyond that, and then we're into Warren County. Too soon to say if this is going to move into the Bowling Green vicinity or Bowling Green proper, but if you live here in Warren County, need to be in tune to what's going on next door to the west over in Logan County, where that tornado warning remains in effect. Again, this tornado looks like it's going to pass just 2 or 3 miles to the north of Russellville. That's where the strongest rotation is located right now, along highways 3519 and US 431. Here comes a new velocity sweep, and that now puts that tornado closer to the Cooperstown community, which is located a few miles east of US 431 and also southeast of Lewisburg. And next up would be the Chandler's Chapel area, which is located along Highway 79. Ethan, an update?
Not an update, but a concern of mine. You notice how there's 2 areas of dark red and even some green showing up, not only in Cooperstown area, but also in Russellville. So
yeah, noting that too on the last scan down around Russellville. How's it looking in downtown Russellville right now on our AAA webcam?
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull it up really fast and see if we got anything out there. But see some very strong winds. There was a lot of lightning there earlier. Very strong winds. That camera is shaking due to those very strong winds right through Russellville this hour. And I'm not seeing any lightning yet, but that camera, again, shaking quite a bit on our AAA systems camera due to this tornado warned cell, producing very, very strong winds, moving very, very fast with this very strong tornado passing through the region. So, again, this is our camera looking off to the south and west at the Russellville camera, correct, Shane?
That's right. Just saw a little bit of lightning there, not as vivid as what we saw a few minutes ago. There's another flash. Again, the tornado, though, going a little bit past you to the north in Russellville right now, between there and Lewisburg, but not all that far away. We're talking only about 2 or 3 miles to the north. This is downtown Russellville we're looking at there. Now we're back on MaxStorm HD. And you notice here the reflectivity, the twisting here, the bending right around Cooperstown. That's where our tornado is right now. This is the one that we've been tracking out of Christian County, out of Todd County. It took little time getting through Todd County. Of course, Todd County, not a very big county, from east to west now into central Logan County. It looks like we have a new update on this tornado warning, Ethan.
That's right. It's, again, being confirmed, and you can see it is focused there. And for me, I'm concerned because there are 2 areas of rotation with this tornado warning. The first one,
there they are,
just to the east of Russellville. The second one, just to the north of Cooperstown. This is the one that is 3 miles south of Lewisburg. That is the confirmed tornado, moving to the north and east at 55 miles per hour. And again, this is something that you want to be taking extra precautions on if you're in Bowling Green, if you're in Warren County, because this is heading to the north and east. Very fast-moving storm as well.
Yeah, I think we may see 2 new warnings come out in the not-too-distant future, Ethan. One will be for a portion of Warren County that could take in the city of Bowling Green, and another could be for Butler County, which is up here to the north. Given the trajectory of this area of concern, which is where the tornado is down near Cooperstown, that's moving to the east-northeast, it could clip across the southernmost tip of Butler County. So I would not be surprised if these sections Butler and Warren County go underneath tornado warnings soon, per the National Weather Service out of Louisville. We're going to stay tuned on that one. In the meantime, tracking the tornado now in Logan County. 2 areas of concern here. One is the one here north of Russellville that we're most concerned about. That's where the rotation is strongest. Also keeping an eye on this area of dark red that you see just east of Russellville. Something could be trying to form out of that. But out of the tornado itself, we're looking at arrival time here, the strongest portion of the storm for Auburn, 1:01 a.m., Costello at 1:05, Richelieu at 1:14, Scherer at 1:18, and then Hadley, that is in northwestern Warren County, 1:25 a.m. So within the next 30 minutes, this storm cell is going to be arriving in western and northwestern parts of Warren County. And here's Bowling Green, just outside the track here, but again, this is moving to the east-northeast, so that's going to take it closer and closer to the city of Bowling Green. Already I'm hearing some loud thunder rumbles outside our studios here on Russellville Road. There is that debris ball still showing up very definitively near the Cooperstown area, just south of that community that is located between Lewisburg and Russellville. that debris ball associated with a tornado that we have to assume is still on the ground, crossing over US 431 and now heading through Cooperstown. Next communities would be Chandler's Chapel as well as Gasper. Please, if you live in those areas, be in your safe space, be it a basement or the lowest level of your home, staying away from outside walls and staying away from outside windows.
There's the other rotation, getting more
two
defined.
areas of concern there. You got one there now east of Cooperstown that's heading toward Highway 79. It is between Cooperstown and Gasper now. But now we've got another area of concern, and this has been developing over the last couple of scans now, east of Russellville, between there and Auburn, right along US 6880. Okay, it looks like a new tornado warning is coming down that is going to include Warren County. Is that correct?
That is correct. It includes Bowling Green, it includes Greencastle, includes Smiths Grove, Sugar Grove, and also Rockfield, Oakland. My phone's going off now for that tornado warning you just heard on my phone. But this is a tornado warning. This is observed tornado, a tornado-producing storm located 8 miles north of Russellville, moving to the north and east at 55.
Recommended for you, bro. Weather forecasting, bro.
Momentarily, but again,
yeah, we got those two distinct areas here. One just east of Cooperstown, the other one approaching Auburn, where rotation appears to be trying to strengthen right now. That's going to follow 6880 toward Bowling Green. So if you live in the city of Bowling Green, now's the time to seek shelter and do so in your basement or your home's lowest level. Tornado warning now for much of Warren County, including Bowling Green. And this also takes in southernmost Butler County, including the Dimple community, and also takes in communities north of Bowling Green, including Greencastle, Richardsville, you're in the tornado warning. Anna, you're in the tornado warning. Hadley, you're also in the tornado warning. Again, dangerous situation with the storm now moving through Logan County, showing not one, but two distinct areas of rotation, one of which is just to the southeast of Lewisburg right here. A lot of lightning situated around that one. And then another one that's been developing over the last couple of scans here between Russellville and Auburn. That one is going to ride right up 6880 and into southwestmost Warren County. So that's going to take it toward places like Rockfield as well as Rich Pond. Those communities also within that tornado warned area. The city of Bowling Green now under a tornado warning for these storms over Logan County currently, but they're not going to be there long. They're moving pretty rapidly off to the east northeast. That warning area extends into South Butler County and also the southeastmost tip of Butler County, just north of the Green River, in on that new tornado warning as well. So the areas of concern right now, one near the Cooperstown community that's in northern Logan County. The other is along 6880, and it's very close to Auburn right now. Again, if you live in Auburn, got to be in a safe place if you're not there already. And then Richelieu up next. Here's Gasper. This is easternmost Logan County we're looking at here. Still areas of concern, two of them. You got one there approaching Richelieu right now. There's still a debris ball there. There it is east of Cooperstown. It's between Cooperstown and Gasper. And another area we're watching very carefully is that area of rotation that's trying to get going now near the Auburn community east of Russellville. Noting something peculiar there too with that one. That one could be trying to touch down as well. So two areas of rotation right now that are strong, that are pronounced. Both are making a beeline toward Warren County. And the one to the north is also going to clip across far southern Butler County near the Sharer community. So Sharer, arrival time around 109 for the tornado there. Hadley at 116, and then 124 for Bowling Green. So about 22 minutes here in the city of Bowling Green, we could see a tornado move through. Please get into your tornado safe space right now. 129 in Greencastle, and then a little bit farther out from Bowling Green heading to the east, Oakland by 147 this morning. Two areas that we are watching very intently. One north of Chandler's Chapel right now, that's along Highway 79, an area of rotation there. And then another one closer to Auburn. Now working away from Russellville. Russellville, you're in the clear, by the way, now. And it's Auburn over toward South Union. Keep in mind, the northwestern tip of Simpson County is still under a tornado warning right now. And then as we cross over into Warren County, you've got the Browning community. We talked about Rockfield, Rich Pond, and then we're getting into the city of Bowling Green. And I'm sure, Ethan, the lightning is becoming more and more frequent outside right now on the city's west side.
Yeah, let's take a look now at our AAA systems camera looking at the west side, looking towards the Russellville area. This is looking just to the north and east. I'll go ahead and move this camera around to get a better image of what we are dealing with. And I'll zoom around to the more towards the south, and a lot of lightning and a lot of strong winds out there for us. I'm not seeing anything so far on our camera, but I'm going to let it stay there for a moment. That way you can see what's approaching the Bowling Green metro area. So far, I'm not seeing any kind of funnel, perhaps, but I'm not seeing it's just a lot of lightning at this point so far.
Yeah, the lightning, we're looking to see if that can illuminate the storm base, which would be now almost due west of Bowling Green. If we have a funnel, that's where it's going to be located. We're looking almost right down 6880 right now. As you look west from out of Bowling Green, our AAA Systems Live weather cam, lightning increasing in its frequency now over Bowling Green. You can hear a lot more thunder out there as well. Tornado warning in effect for the city of Bowling Green, also for a large portion of Warren County. And that extends into parts of Butler County as well. The two areas concerned now rolling into eastern Logan County, and they're going to be getting ready to move into perhaps extreme southern Butler County and also into westernmost Warren County. All right, there's reflectivity. We're looking at the rain here, and it's blind. Now west of Bowling Green. The greatest concern of that is the tornado threat here. Velocity scope. We're looking at a couple of areas. One near Richelieu right now. There could be a tornado on the ground there. And then another one showing up that dark red that you see on the northeast side of the city of Auburn. There's Highway 73 that goes north from out of Auburn. You got a stoplight there just before you arrive at the city of Auburn. As you travel out from Bowling Green down 6880, you go north of there. There could be a tornado in that vicinity right now. We'll be getting ready soon to cross out Logan County and into southwesternmost Warren County. Here at Bowling Green, for perspective, this will likely arrive in the Bowling Green area. The strongest storms within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. Again, lightning, thunder increasing out now. That will be getting ready soon to cross out of Logan County and into southwesternmost Warren County. Here's the city of Bowling Green for perspective. This will likely arrive in the Bowling Green area. The strongest storms within the next 15 to 20 minutes or so. Again, lightning, thunder increasing out there, and there is a tracker. Arriving right now, the Share community, that's up here in far southern Butler County. Hadley at 114, Barron River at 123, and arrival time for Bowling Green, 129. So just a few minutes away. And then the Anna community, that is north of Bowling Green in northern Warren County, by 1:35 this morning. Keep in mind, these storms are zipping right along to the east-northeast, moving anywhere from 50 to 60 miles an hour. So that underscores the importance of being in a safe space here in Bowling Green, away from that tornado, putting as many walls between you and the tornado as you can. And best place to be is going to be innovative. Cover yourself up with blankets, pillows, a mattress to protect yourself from any flying debris. Here again is velocity scope. You can see the areas of deepest red, one just south of Sugar Grove, a lot of lightning situated in that area. And then the other one there now moving away from Highway 73, that's getting ready to cross over now into Warren County, just north of Rockfield. So two areas here where there is rotation showing up, and that will soon be crossing over US 231 and also I-165. Now here's debris detection. We're still seeing it there to the southwest of Richelieu. You see that bright area against the magenta or dark red. That's a sign that we still are likely to have a tornado on the ground producing damage in northern Logan County, getting ready to cross now through the Richelieu area, which is right where Butler, Logan, and Warren County meet. That's right there, and into Warren County. You got Hadley up here just a little bit to the southeast of Sugar Grove. This tornado could be upon you, Hadley, within the next 10 to 15 minutes. And then beyond there, you've got Greencastle. We mentioned Barron River. We also mentioned the Anna, Sand Hill, and also Richardsville areas a short while ago. That tornado could be affecting those communities north of Bowling Green within the next 20 to 30 minutes or so as it rockets to the east-northeast, moves out of Logan County and quickly into Warren County. But it may clip southern Butler County as it does so around the Richelieu area. So you need to be in a place of safety there in southern Butler County as well from Dimple and points to the south. There's the lightning showing up here that extends all the way down to near the Woodburn community right now. Winds are going to pick up in the Bowling Green area, we think, within the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. And, of course, we're going to be dealing with some blinding downpours associated with these storms. A little closer look here. Here's Browning. You see that area of deep red now moving out of Logan County into the Browning vicinity. There are two areas we're watching. This one right here near Richelieu, two distinct areas of rotation. And those areas will be moving into Warren County very soon. This has been another in a series of long-track supercells throughout the night. This one has had a history of producing a large confirmed tornado that was described as dangerous earlier as well. We had another one of those that tracked through the area earlier tonight. Right now, the lightning is situated over western Warren County, and there's the debris detection. Still not liking what I'm seeing there over the northeastern corner of Logan County and also near Richelieu. Areas of concern there where debris may be being lofted from the ground up into the sky. And here is where it sits in relation to Bowling Green. Again, keep in mind the forward movement here is generally to the east, northeast, but still cannot let your guard down here in the city of Bowling Green in the metro area, as this will likely be passing through or very close to towns such as Hadley, and then getting up toward places like Barren River as well as Greencastle, Richardsville, Anna, Sandhill, all in the line of fire here from this tornado as it moves out of Logan County and into Warren County. Also keeping an eye, as we mentioned earlier, on the second area of rotation. Not seeing as much down there with that one near Auburn right now, but going to keep a close eye on that one. You're still in the tornado warning, by the way, in northwesternmost Simpson County for the next little bit. There again is Bowling Green now coming into view. There is Browning. Here's Greencastle to the north of Bowling Green. Still seeing a couple of areas of concern. One here near the Browning community. Another one now moving away from Richelieu over across Highway 1083. And that will be approaching Hadley. Hadley is along US 231 in northwestern Warren County. You've also got I-165 moving out of Butler County and into Warren County and into the city of Bowling Green. Of course, this whole area here within that red line, that's the tornado warned area that takes in much of central northern Warren County, also takes in parts of southern and southeasternmost Butler County, the adjacent sections there, for those two distinct areas of concern. Still quite a bit of lightning showing up there on the latest imagery, and the rotation centers, two of them are watching, one near Browning and another one now moving out of the Richelieu area and into westernmost Warren County. Ethan, we're watching very carefully the weather cam.
Yeah,
this one's getting closer.
That's right. I'll go ahead and pull it up here momentarily, but the thing is, though, it's not going to do any justice considering the fact that a lot of heavy rainfall associated with these storms. This is looking off to our west and northwest, looking towards Russellville Road, right along I-165. And notice those flashes, you can't really see much beyond the tree line, just because of how heavy this rain is coming down. So this is another indicator that this could be, if there's a tornado confirmed here, is going to be a rain-wrapped tornado. And nonetheless, though, we are tracking that strong rotation that's moving through Warren County at this hour. I'm going to take it back to reflectivity. We just got an update of the radar scan, and it's starting to come down pretty hard here.
Yes, it is.
At the WBKO studios. We'll go ahead and zoom in now where this warning is. Notice all that dark red indicating that heavy rainfall. And taking a look now at the reflectivity. This is velocity rather. And notice the dark red and the bright red. I'll get my pointer out really quick. You can see right here the bright red. That's the inflow of this storm, and the dark red. And notice right in here towards the Browning community. That is where there could be some potential rotation there. It looks like to the north also towards just before US 231. That's where there's also some rotation as well, Shane.
Yeah, two distinct areas. We noted that as they moved through Logan County earlier. And there they are. And boy, that wind is really raising a fuss now here on the west side of Bowling Green, banging against the doors here of our studios on Russellville Road on the west side of the city. We're watching two areas. One due west of Bowling Green for rotation. That would be right here, just to the north of 6880. Here's 6880 that runs between Bowling Green and Russellville. And then a little bit farther to the north, the other area of concern that would be closer to Hadley right now and to the northwestern side of Warren County. That would be moving toward the Barron River vicinity right now as rain is really coming down now here on the west side of Bowling Green. It is getting noisier by the minute. The wind is picking up as the crux of this storm now rolls into the city. And there's still some indication of debris there over western Warren County along Highway 1083. This getting closer now to US 231. We mentioned Hadley. That's with that one rotation center on the north side of this storm. The other one on the south side is down here closer to 6880. So that would be not too far away from the Rockfield vicinity at this point. Again, Rockfield and everybody in the city of Bowling Green need to be in your tornado safe spot at this time. And then working to the northeast toward Loving, you got Tuckertown up here. Anna, you have Richardsville, Greencastle. Greencastle a little bit closer to that northern rotation center, which is very near Hadley right now, crossing over US 231 and I-165. We continue to watch for reports and also watching lightning illuminating the cloud bases here near Bowling Green. All right, there is the live view. Our AAA Systems weather cam. Wow, look at the heavy downpours. It's torrential here on the west side of Bowling Green. Wind picking up, rain picking up, but of course what we're watching too is any potential tornadic development. And it's going to be lightning illuminating storm bases that would help us do that. And you can see the waves of rain literally rolling across here as the city lights are making that a little bit more pronounced right now. This is a live look from our AAA Systems webcam. This is looking west-southwest. We're looking right down 6880 into this tornado-warned storm.
Yeah, and so far I'm not seeing anything, any kind of rotation, at least on the camera. At least that light just gave us some more insight. Didn't see any kind of funnel at this point. But I'll go ahead and mess around with the camera real quick. I'll take it back to our velocity really quickly. That way you can look at other areas of rotation here in Warren County. Let me go ahead and pull that up here just momentarily. And we'll go ahead and zoom in now through Warren County.
Okay, and yeah, you can see there on reflectivity, that little curly key right there just a moment ago, west of Bowling Green right here, approaching I-165 and also what would be Morgantown Road, US 231, as you work your way west out of Bowling Green. That would be one area of concern right now. So that's approaching the west side of Bowling Green, and really the northwest side of the Bowling Green metro area. Possible tornado with that one right now. Again, we're looking around. We continue to check our weather cam for any possible funnel. Not seeing that right now. That doesn't necessarily mean there's not one, but I am very concerned still about what I'm seeing here, this area along Morgantown Road and close to I-165 now, approaching the northwest side of Bowling Green. There could be a tornado spin up involved with that. Also still noting some dark red returns southwest of Bowling Green, closer to Nashville Road in that vicinity, and that is going to ride right into the city here in the next little bit. And wow, it's really getting noisy out there now.
Yeah, actually, I've just seen something on camera right now. I'm going to pull it up momentarily. And there was some darkness in the sky, but it went away really quickly. But nonetheless, this camera's shaking quite a bit from these storms. You can see right now, this is our AAA Systems camera.
Okay, lights are going out here on the west side of Bowling Green. There are power outages.
Yeah, I'm looking at that dark spot over there towards the right of your screen. You can see it getting darker and the power is going out in those locations. Keeping a very close eye on that. Not seeing any funnel from the lightning strikes yet, but this is one area I'm concerned with. I saw something just before I took it on the air, and notice how dark the sky is with that.
Yeah, we just heard the back door of here our studios banging around quite a bit like I hadn't heard in a long time. Some power going out here on the west side of Bowling Green. We're looking west-southwest, right down 6880. The camera's shaking around quite a bit. Still very noisy outside right now.
Yeah, it certainly is. And again, not seeing anything now, but notice a lot of those power outages towards the west side of town. And it's really hard to confirm anything at this point without the help of lightning strikes. But again, not seeing much of anything other than that heavy.
Okay, that would be our backup generator.
Are we still on the air? I believe we still are. I hear my microphone, so I believe we're still.
Backup
Yeah, we are
generators
still on the air. Our backup generators are on. We lost all of our cameras, so we're not able to see what's outside right now. But I'm going to try to pull up radar and see if we have any new updates with regards to that. We'll then zoom in now on Max Storm HD, where this tornado warning is in effect for Bowling Green and much of Warren County. And our computer.
You see a very distinct difference in colors, and where you've got the two different colors there, you've got the green, which means it's kind of moving toward the radar, meaning the winds are moving toward the radar, and where you've got the pink, the brighter colors there, that's those winds moving away from the radar side there. So when you have them very close together, that means there's probably a little bit of rotation that is going on. So again, these things happening in the middle of the night, we need to make sure that you are doing what you can to keep you and your family safe. So let me take this off for just a second, and we'll kind of replay this here for just a moment, and we can see how this has been moving a bit. So we'll pull this out, and you can see the entire line right now. So as we look at the big view, not much going on over the mid-state. It's been in these western and northwestern areas where we've had the most pronounced storm activity, the most pronounced tornado warnings, and again, in a couple of spots out there, some damage. And this one here does show a confirmed tornado as far as radar indicated is concerned. So we move through parts of Warren County back over into the Bowling Green area. And again, these things are racing right now at around 55 miles per hour. So I want to put a storm path here just right in through here, moving northeast at about 55 miles per hour. So at this particular speed, those of you in Bowling Green, we're just talking moments away. Those of you in the Smith Grove community, Rocky Hill, Horse Cave, and then you've got a few other areas there just on the edge of our viewing area, but still those of you who may know family there from Millerstown, Hardyville, Hammondville, and Magnolia there for us this morning. So right now, that particular storm cell racing to the northeast here at around 55 miles per hour. So let's pull back in right now, and you can see again a little bit of the color. So I will put that box back on for you. And it's right in through here where, again, you've got different colors. You've got those darker green colors. Meanwhile, you've got the brighter colors there. And so right in there is where there may be a little bit of rotation. So let's take this in just a little bit more and kind of identify a few of the streets here. First up, community. So those of you around the Spring Hill community just outside of Bowling Green, Delafield, those of you near Blue Level, it looks like this may be just to the east of you right now, but we go in and point out the Spring Hill area. So there you can see how 231 kind of loops around Bowling Green and then intersects there with Highway 68. So definitely where you've got Highway 68 there coming just to the west there of Bowling Green are a couple of spots there where we have got a little bit of a concern. Spring Hill community, those of you back over in Crestmore right now. So you see Highway 68 just on the other side there is Crestmore. So where we've got these colors there bundled together, the green and the orange there right next to each other is where we've got this heaviest concern that there may be some rotation. And again, this is one where we've seen some of these storms throughout the night where they have had confirmed damage. So if we're calling out you in Spring Hill, this is Spring Hill in outside of Bowling Green, not the one in Tennessee, but Spring Hill outside of Bowling Green. Those of you in the Crestmore community, if we're calling out your area right now, you need to take cover here at this time because there is a great concern that there may be a tornado within your area at this particular point. So let's pull this back out for you a bit. And there is Bowling Green. So those of you inside of Bowling Green, just to the north and northeast of Bowling Green, stay on your guard. This activity may be pushing your way. All of you that I have mentioned right now remain in this tornado warning. So let me pull this out, and there you can see the tornado warning. So those of you in Logan County, you have now been cleared. So Logan County, Kentucky has now been cleared. We're talking about around Bowling Green, back over near Sugar Grove. And really, as you head up toward Brownsville, Henry, is where we've got the biggest part of the storm racing northeast here at around 55 miles per hour. And again, where we're seeing this, and you've actually, again, as you pull up this debris signature here, again, those colors don't always show up this brilliantly on this product. So when it shows up like this, take cover.
It's you know, it's one of those things that's kind of jaw dropping. This is something you think when they show you the demos of this is what this tool can do. But tell you what, this is what we are seeing. I'm going to actually walk over here on screen because I just want to stand in front of this and point this out. Bowling Green, when you've got these whites and these blues, it's almost like a bullseye. And that is the radar beam in the sky detecting solid objects, which most likely are metal. It could be wood from homes. It could be branches from trees. It could be posts from fence. But there is debris with this. And this is very concerning to see because this is getting into that high range on our scale in here to see colors this bright. And this bullseye, which is concerning, this is right over Bowling Green. You got to wonder, moving through Bowling Green, our friends, Western Kentucky, a lot of folks have students that go there. Wonderful meteorology program. Love working with them. So really curious if any of them are listening right now, any of our friends up at the Western Kentucky Meteorology Program, White Squirrel Weather. If you guys have anything that you're able to share with us too on what you all are seeing there. And it's racing just like that. It went from the heart of Bowling Green just off now to the east of Bowling Green along 234 and Highway 31 west, and it's going to move right over Interstate 65. But I mean, Leland standing there, and it just like that, it just moved off to the east. So, you know, fitting, home of the Corvette Museum where they make Corvettes, these things are racing through the atmospheric highways and continuing to slide off to the east. And it looks like you've got right now a track on this.
Yeah, we'll put another storm track on this. And again, you say the latest update on this just came in. So with this moving at about 55 miles per hour, moving on off toward the northeast, those of you in the Smiths Grove area, Rocky Hill, Cave City, Horse Cave, this storm is bearing down on you. So right now, again, where we're seeing this area, and I'm going to pull this in just a moment and kind of re-identify a couple of the things that Henry was talking about here just a moment ago. So right here, you can see these very bright colors. And so on this particular product, it doesn't always show up this vividly. And unfortunately, this means that there's probably some debris that this thing has picked up somewhere along the way and has now lifted this up into the storm area. So we were talking Bowling Green. So right now, it looks like the greatest concern is now going to be just from Bowling Green proper back over to the Mount Victor area. Henry was talking about I-65 right now, and that appears to be not too far from where you were talking about at the Corvette Museum up there. So those of you who are in Bowling Green near the Mount Victor area along State Highway 1402, U.S. Highway 31W there, you need to get to your safe place right now. There is great concern that there may be something that is on the ground, or at least something that has caused some damage and caused this signature that we're seeing to be lifted up into the tornado cell here. So again, Mount Victor, those of you back over around Plum Springs, those of you, you're not maybe seeing much at the moment in Sunnyside, but those of you in Sunnyside, with the way this thing is racing toward you, northeast at about 55 miles per hour, Sunnyside, Oakland, Tuckertown are communities of great concern right now with this particular storm cell.
Yeah, and I'm actually messaging right now too with some of the folks that I know up in White Squirrel Weather, which is the part of the meteorology program for our friends that are up in at Western Kentucky University. I know you do some work with them as well, Leland. Great program there, and just kind of seeing what they're seeing and waiting to see if we've got any damage reports from them and some of the students up there. But I got to tell you, folks, this is really just kind of the kickoff of what is about to be a relatively long night as we look at Power of 5. We'll zoom this out a bit right now. If I can give you some good news at the moment, it's that all the warnings that are west of us, including the new warning that just came in right on cue, are all severe thunderstorm warnings at this time. So we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning that does include parts of Carroll County, also including parts of Decatur County right now. So let's go on and we're going to put a storm track on this. I'm going to get kind of the latest information of our severe thunderstorm warning that is currently moving east at 60 miles per hour. We've got some nickel-sized hail. So tell you what, let's put a storm track on it and let you know when this will impact your neck of the woods. So here we go. East 65 miles per hour goes till 2:30. So that is an hour and 4 minutes from now. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take this right out to an hour and 5 minutes. Pinson at 133, Lexington at 143, but Camden, this severe thunderstorm warning with gusty winds, that's going to start impacting your neck of the woods at 153, and we'll see this moving into Waverly at 214, heading towards Only around 228. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning at this time, and it's a new severe thunderstorm warning that we did just get in, but unfortunately it is going to be far from the last one that we received tonight. Taking a look at that tornado warning that we have been tracking as well, and you know, this is getting closer and closer to exiting parts of the News Channel 5 viewing area, but in the meantime it is still impacting parts of Warren County and Bowling Green, and it is still a tornado warning that did indeed have a tornado confirmed with it. And I'll tell you one thing that I'm concerned with too that I'm seeing on this is that we are watching that rotation still pretty tightly wrapped. I want to go over to Callaway County real quick, and even in parts of Stewart County, northern Stewart County. We're going to need to keep our eyes, it looks like, on this area right here, where we're starting to see a little bit of potential rotation in this cell. No warning on it at this time, but it is something that we are going to need to watch closely, I think, over the next little bit, Leland. Mm-hmm. And you're looking at more of the debris detection and again, more textbook images that we're seeing there.
Yeah, so let's flip back over to the other computer source here. And right now, where we're in the Bowling Green area, we've got these brighter colors that pop up. And when the colors are this bright, that's letting us know that it's the possibility of some debris, and that they've actually issued a second tornado warning on this. We have the original one, but now the second one actually will extend a little bit to the east and northeast of the Warren County area there. But those of you around the Oakland community, right in through here, and this is actually a pretty larger area. Sometimes the images are much smaller than that, maybe about the size of that road shield there. But when we're getting it showing up to this degree, then those of you now to the east of Bowling Green, northeast of Bowling Green, take cover. Right now, if you're in the Oakland area, those of you back around Rocky Hill will have to watch as this thing races on off toward the northeast here at about 55 miles per hour. But there you see I-65 right there. So it looks like on the edge of I-65, here's a new update. So now closer to the Oakland community. So if you are in the Oakland community of Warren County, outside of Bowling Green, Kentucky, if you are in this community, go to your safe place right now. Go down to the lowest level of your home. If you've got a one-level home, find an interior place, hopefully a room that has no windows in it, something maybe that has 4 inside walls, so you're not up against an outside wall, but where you can get cover. If you've got a basement, go there. But right here again, there is great concern with these things happening, number one, overnight, but racing right now at about 55 miles per hour. So the Oakland community, those of you near Rocky Hill, take cover right now. This may brush by you, but again, there is great concern with this thing moving northeast. And right now, this is Highway 259, the U.S. Highway 259 there, out of Bowling Green, or State Highway there. Right now, there is great concern for this whole stretch just to the north of Bowling Green, and then there you see it right there, just kind of south of the Brownsville area. So Henry, we'll need to keep an eye on that. There's a little secondary area that we'll need to at least kind of monitor back over toward Green Castle for us right now. But right here, the Oakland area to the north and northeast of Bowling Green, go ahead and take cover at this moment. Henry?
And we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning, Leland, that we're going to take a look at. Remember the area I was talking about, excuse me, for Stewart County, severe thunderstorm warning until 2 o'clock. Also, we have now seen our tornado watch extended for places like Allen, Barron, Warren counties to go until 9 a.m. now. So they have now, it looks like, extended the time of that watch to go until 9 o'clock. just kind of gathering some of the new information on this. Yeah, till 9 a.m. For Allen County, Barron County, Warren County, included in that, Simpson, Metcalfe, Monroe counties, all going until 9 a.m. that tornado watch. Stewart County, though, I want to get back to you real quick, because I'll tell you what, this is what we are watching at the moment with our newest warning, and some heavy downpours. Not a lot of lightning at this time, but a good chance that we could see that uptick, unfortunately. And also worth noting with this, we have got some gusty winds. Now, let's take a look at the rotation with this. Pretty broad, but it's something that we got to watch closely, because there is the chance, if this were to tighten up, we could see this potentially being upgraded to a tornado warning. But right now, it is just a severe thunderstorm warning that we are monitoring at this time. So with that, that warning, the movement on this particular cell for Stewart County, which does have some, I believe, penny-sized hail with it, but let me just get the speed, and we're going to put a storm track on it. This thing is racing right now. This particular storm, absolutely racing. So let me go on and put a storm track on it. I just want to double check the math here to make sure that that is right. You know, Leland, you gave a good analogy earlier that it's like a sports car, 75 miles per hour. That is how fast this severe thunderstorm warning is moving. So let me go on and adjust the storm track speed for you. And here we go. We've got to up it to 75. I mean, really, folks, just a storm that is racing, to say the least. And this storm racing northeast at 75 goes till 2 o'clock, so we'll take it out a full half hour. And we're talking about Bumpus Mills being hit again at 1:39. And I'll tell you what, Leland, just like that too. Let me give these cities real quick, and then we've got a new tornado warning to talk about. This severe thunderstorm warning, Bumpus Mills 139, 147 Roaring Spring. It looks like Carroll County's that tornado warning that we have got that just came out. Churchill 154, Westbrook at 157, and this severe thunderstorm warning could impact Hopkinsville at 159. All right, let me zoom this out and show you the new tornado warning we have. And we were just talking about some gusty winds on the leading edge. So Carroll County, and it goes right up to Benton and Decatur counties, but does not include Benton and Decatur counties at this time. And while Leland's getting a couple of things loaded there, I'm going to go and show you the storm relative velocity on this as well. And look like the rotation's kind of right around the Lurie area over, I believe it's Henderson County right there. And we'll, with the northeasterly movement at 50 miles per hour, or east-northeasterly movement, put a quick track on that while Leland's getting some stuff put together for you for our tornado warning. When could this enter places like Carroll County and likely even parts of Benton and Decatur counties? Probably in about the next, I would say, 25-30 minutes or so is when we could see this moving in. But Leland, it looks like you've got some new stuff when it comes to tracking our newest tornado warning.
Yeah, so we'll give you the wide view again, and two areas of concern. Number one about to leave the area as far as the News Channel 5 viewing community is concerned, and this is this one out of Warren County. We're talking about it back over around the Oakland area. It continues to race northeast here at around 50 to 55 miles per hour, so northern parts of Barron County could be impacted by this, and then a couple of counties there just outside of our area. Meanwhile, the second one is here. This is the one that is over in Carroll County. So those of you in Carroll County, you've got a new tornado warning. That means that it's just inside of our western counties right now, but that's Decatur County right there. So Decatur County, southern Benton County, don't let your guard down. You had a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's what you remain under. But we'll watch this to see if that tornado warning could be extended. But wanted to kind of give you the entire view here, because folks from Nashville, Columbia, Shelbyville, Cookeville, not much going on. The action with this system over the last couple of hours has been through here. This is where we have actually had a couple of supercells that have developed. Now the actual line of storm storms is making its way into our northwestern locations here. So those of you back over near Holiday, you're on the tail end of this particular tornado warning, but be on the lookout here. There it is around the Lexington area. So for any of you who make that drive from Nashville or along I-40 across the Tennessee River back down toward the Jackson area, this is that county just before Jackson. Matter of fact, right there, the warning issued just inside of Madison County, just on this side of the Jackson area. So this is along Interstate 40 for us this morning. So for folks that you may know who may be traveling that way in the early morning hours, and if you're able to, give them a heads up on this. But this is back over in Carroll County. But again, those of you in the southern part of Benton County, back over in Decatur County, stay on your guard right now. Here is the particular storm path for this cell. Right now, we've got it back over near Luray at around 136. So really bearing down on the Luray community as we speak at 137 here on a Saturday morning. Those of you in the Juneau area, those of you back over in Lexington, Tennessee, back in the West Tennessee area, Wildersville, Darden. I mentioned some of the communities in Benton County and Decatur County. So you've got Parsons right there. You've got Holiday, and then Lobelville would be on this side of the Tennessee River for us this morning, back over around the Perry County area for us this morning. So there we go right there. And again, we look at the wind speed and direction right here. So we've got these two colors. The green meaning that the winds being picked up on radar are moving one way toward the radar site. Meanwhile, this red right here, the winds being picked up, moving away. When you get these winds right next to each other, that means that there could be a little bit of rotation right in through here for us this morning. So this one is moving not as fast as the other one, but still at 50 miles per hour. That's a pretty good little clip for this storm cell right now, moving through the Carroll County area, northeast here at around 50 miles per hour. So we continue to monitor that one. That's the newest of the tornado warnings. This is the other one that we've been watching now that looks like it has had some damage back to the west of where we're seeing right now. But this is Bowling Green. We've seen a couple of signatures showing up that there may be some debris that is still being picked up aloft in this particular storm cell here. So if you are in the western or the eastern area of Warren County, this storm right now continues to be of great concern for you. Those of you back over in Barron County, you can see the northern area of Barron County right now, great concern for you. So if we've called out those areas, go ahead and take cover. This is something that is happening in the middle of the night, and we'll continue to emphasize that because we're trying to drive home the point that with something in the middle of the night, number one, it's dark, so it's hard to see. A lot of those tornado cells that we get here are what we call rain wrapped, so that's another reason that they're hard to see, because they are wrapped inside of this rain shield. But the other thing too, it's moving quickly, and so there really isn't much time to go out, look outside, and then try to make a decision. If we've called out to your community, go ahead, get your family up, get them into the safe place right now until we call your community into the all clear. So right